Hi, let's explore lab number 18. Destination NAT. One to many with dynamic IP with session distribution. In this lab, you will see your firewall literally acting as a load balancer. Whenever firewall receive the request on public IP address 100.64.1.3, it will load balance the traffic on the both the server, right? Kind of load balancer. You can select the load balancing method as well, right? Session distribution. It will distribute a session between multiple servers, right? This is the key feature of the Palo Alto firewall. Okay, let's go and configure the dynamic IP with session distribution. Okay, so again I have pre-configured the interface, zone and the static routing. Go to the policy. Now here guys, before go to the policy, create object, right? Create the object for your server. Add number one LAN web server 10.1.10.10 and the IP address is 10.10.10.10/32. Okay, create one more server. Let's have a clone, right? And just change the IP address 15 here 15. Guys, consider if I have two private IP address. One is a 10.1.10.10 and another is a 10.1.10.11. So I will go and select the IP range option. So no need to create two address. Why I have created two IP address? Because this IP address is not in the sequence, I can say, right? Okay, first is a 10 and another is a 15. Then create a address group. Address group, add and name as a LAN web server and add these two addresses 10.1.10.10 and 10.1.10.15. Clear? Now go and configure the security rule and your NAT policy. Go to the policy, NAT policy, add policy, add, then the name is LAN web server access, original packet, source zone ISPA, destination is also ISPA. You know the reason now, just refer lab number 16 and 17. Destination interface Ethernet 1/1 and port number you can use TCP 8080. Let me check my diagram. Yes, 8080. Okay, and then destination IP address, public IP address 100.64.1.3, and if the destination address matches, translate the destination IP address with dynamic IP with session distribution. What will be the postnet IP? Select the group, select the LAN web server group, and under LAN web server we have two IP addresses 10.1.10.10 and 10.1.10.15. okay, and define the port number 80. And session distribution method, round robin, source IP hash, IP modulo, IP hash and list session, right? Let's test the round robin. Okay, then click on the OK. Then go to the security policy, same fundamental, pre-NAT IP post-NAT zone, add security policy, right? LAN web server access, source zone, always your ISPA zone, destination zone, post-NAT zone means LAN, and destination IP address is public IP address 100.64.1.3. And what about a service port, right? Pre-NAT port. Here we have defined pre-NAT IP, post-NAT zone. Here in the service also we will define the pre-NAT port means 8080. Add port number TCP 8080. Action, allow and click on OK. Fine. So let's quickly review the NAT policy. Okay, if the packet matches right? Destination IP address match 100.64.1.3. Destination port if it is 8080. Translate the destination address with dynamic IP with session distribution, and we have select the address group, and under this address group we have a 2 private IP address of my LAN server. Click OK, commit. Configuration commit successful. Then for testing, go back to your internet machine, internet PC, open the browser, web browser, okay, and browse 10.64.1.3:8080. Enter. See, this is a LAN DMZ server. Just refresh the screen. Yeah, see, now you can see the LAN DMZ server 2. Previously it was only server, now you can see the server 2. Okay, refresh the screen one more time. Refresh. See, now my session is landed on the only server. Let me refresh. Yeah, see, now is on the 2 round robin. See, I will tell you guys, when I tested it was failed, right? But I can see only in logs, but now it's working fine. Okay, perfect. Now to verify, go to the monitor, under monitor, go to the traffic logs and see the traffic logs. Refresh your screen. Yeah, here you can see, guys, right? My destination IP address is 100.64.1.3, destination port 8080. It translates to 10.1.10.15. Same destination IP address 100.64.1.3, port number 8080. It translates to 10.1.10.10. It just like the load balancer has a VIP, and we are balancing the traffic between the multiple original server, right? So this is possible in the Palo Alto. Now what if, or if I would like to also use the same public IP address to translate my DMZ web server on the same port. Can I add 10.2.20.10 over here in the same group? Answer is yes, right? Whenever firewall translate the packet, irrespective of zone, right, it will pass the traffic. Simple, right? See, now in your address group you have a 3 IP address. These 2 IP address 10.1. reachable via LAN zone, and this 10.2.20.10 reachable via DMZ zone. What we will do here? We will just create one more object for 10.2.20.10, add into the existing address group, and we have to modify the security policy. In the security policy, post NAT zone is your DMZ. So we already have a security policy. We have to allow the DMZ zone along with the LAN. Clear? These are the 2 changes only, but it does support. Okay, quickly. Okay, go to the your firewall object address, add address DMZ web server 10.2.20.10 and copy the address over here. Okay, go to the address group and add the DMZ server IP address. Perfect. So you will see the DMZ page. Then don't forget to add it into the security policy. In the security policy, define the name LAN DMZ web server access. Oh, my bad, not here. Cancel. It's a NAT policy. No need to change NAT policy. Why? Because in the NAT policy we have called address group LAN web server, and under LAN web server now we have added a DMZ IP address. Okay, cancel. Security, under security just modify your security policy, and here define the destination zone as a DMZ zone. No need to change the public IP address. Why? Because pre-NAT IP, which is public one, and post-NAT zone. So in that group, address group, we have a different zone IP addresses. The IP address belongs to a different zone. That is the reason I have added a LAN and DMZ. Okay, perfect. Okay, and commit the configuration. Done, commit. Okay, now go to your test machine, internet test machine, right? Click on the web browser and let's see. First 100.64.1.3:8080. Let's see, enter. Okay, now the request land on the server 1, refresh. Oh, DMZ. See, now 10.62.1.3 translate with 10.2.20.10. It is showing over here. This is the DNXT DMZ server. Refresh. Now it is land on 002 server. Again DMZ server, land DMZ server, web server 1, web server 2, DMZ server. See, you got it. Even though your destination post NAT IP belongs to two different zone, still it is working. Make sure you must enable security policy. Quickly go to the monitor and see the logs. Okay, in the logs you can see, right? See here, 100.64.1.3 translate with 10.2.20.10 and egress interface 1/4, which is my DMZ here. DMZ. Clear? So this is all about the destination NAT translation with dynamic IP with session distribution. Thank you so much.